My name is Alex, and if you're scrolling through Reddit looking for those gut-wrenching tales that make you question your own family dynamics, buckle up. This isn't just a vent. It's the kind of story that starts with a seemingly harmless phone call and ends with divorce papers on the kitchen table. I've been married to Sarah for 5 years, and our anniversary was supposed to be the night we reclaimed some magic after a rough patch. But my mom, Karen, yeah, that name fits like a glove, had other plans. She guilt-tripped me into ditching everything with a fake emergency, and now Sarah's walking out the door, convinced I'll always put my toxic family first. Let me take you through it, step by agonizing step, because reliving this might be the only therapy I can afford right now. Sarah and I met in college, back when life felt like an endless adventure. She was a fiery art major with tattoos peeking out from her sleeves, sketching dreams on napkins during late-night diner runs. I was a quiet engineering student, buried in textbooks, but she pulled me out of my shell with her infectious laugh and those deep brown eyes that could see right through my bullshit. We built a life together in Seattle, away from my overbearing family in the Midwest. Sarah's folks were chill, distant but supportive. Mine? Mom ruled the roost like a queen bee, buzzing with demands and drama. Dad passed when I was a kid, so it was just her and my sister, Emily, who enabled every whim. I'd always been the good son, the one who dropped everything for Mom's crises, real or imagined. Sarah tolerated it first, but over time, it wore her down like waves eroding a cliff. Our 5th anniversary fell on a crisp autumn Friday. We planned it meticulously. Reservations at that rooftop Italian place with the city lights twinkling below, followed by a weekend getaway to a cozy cabin in the mountains. No phones, no distractions, just us rekindling the spark that had dimmed under the weight of work and routine. Sarah had been hinting at starting a family, and I was finally on board. That morning, she surprised me with a handwritten card, her words pouring out love and hope for our future. To the man who makes my world spin, it read. I kissed her deeply, promising the night would be unforgettable. Then, around noon, my phone rang. Mom's number flashed on the screen, and my stomach twisted. I almost let it go to voicemail, but guilt gnawed at me. Alex, honey, I need you, she sobbed the second I answered. It's my heart. I think I'm having an attack. The pain's shooting down my arm, and Emily's at work. Please, come quick. I don't want to die alone. My blood ran cold. Mom had a history of health scares, high blood pressure, anxiety attacks that mimic worse things. I'd flown home twice before for emergencies that turned out to be nothing. But what if this was real? Sarah was in the shower when I told her. Her face fell as I explained, pacing the living room like a caged animal. Alex, it's our anniversary, she said, her voice steady but edged with hurt. Can't Emily handle it? Or call an ambulance? I hesitated, Mom's pleas echoing in my head. She sounds terrified, Sarah. What if something happens and I'm not there? It's just a quick flight. I can be back by tomorrow. Sarah's eyes narrowed, that familiar storm brewing. You've said that before. Remember last Christmas? Or my birthday when she fell and needed you? I pulled her close, murmuring apologies. But she pushed away. Fine, go. But this is the last time. I booked the next flight out, my heart heavy, convincing myself it was the right thing. As the plane took off, I texted Sarah. Love you. Back soon. Her reply? A single thumbs-up emoji. Ouch! Landing in Chicago felt like stepping into a time warp. Mom met me at the door, looking surprisingly spry for someone on death's doorstep. Oh, Alex, you're my hero, she gushed, hugging me tight. No hospital, no paramedics. Just her in the kitchen with a pot of tea brewing. It passed after I took some aspirin. Must have been indigestion. Indigestion? I stared at her, the anger bubbling up, but she launched into her usual monologue. How lonely she was. How Emily never helped. How I was the only one who cared. We spent the evening watching her soaps, her hand clutching mine like I might vanish. I texted Sarah updates, but her responses grew shorter, colder. By midnight, guilt twisted into resentment. Why did I always fall for this? The next morning, Mom dropped the bomb. Since you're here, could you fix the garage door? It's been sticking. I exploded. Mom, I flew across the country for an emergency that wasn't. Sarah and I had plans, our anniversary. She teared up instantly. That weaponized vulnerability she wielded like a pro. I'm sorry, sweetie. I didn't mean to ruin your day. I miss you. Sarah's taken you away from us. There was the classic guilt trip, laced with blame toward my wife. I fixed the damn door, seething, and caught the earliest flight back. As the plane descended into Seattle, I rehearsed my apology to Sarah. Flowers, groveling, promises to set boundaries. But when I walked through our door, the house felt wrong. Quiet. Empty. Sarah's suitcase sat by the entryway, packed neatly. She emerged from the bedroom, eyes red-rimmed but resolute. You're back early, she said flatly. I rushed forward, arms open. Babe, I'm so sorry. It was fake. Again, I should have listened to you. She stepped back, crossing her arms. That's the point, Alex. You never do. Every time she snaps her fingers, you jump. Our anniversary? Forgotten. Our life? Second place. Her voice cracked and my world tilted. I've been thinking all night. This isn't new, it's a pattern. And I can't build a future with someone who won't put us first. We argue for hours, voices rising like a thunderstorm. I begged, explained, promised therapy, no contact with Mom if needed. But Sarah shook her head, tears streaming. It's not just this once. Remember when she crashed our honeymoon with urgent calls? Or when I was in the hospital after that car accident, and you left early because she needed you? I've given you chances, Alex. But last night, while you were gone, I realized I'm done being the backup plan. She handed me a folder, divorce papers, already drafted by a lawyer friend. My knees buckled. Sarah, please, we can fix this. She looked at me, that spark in her eyes now a flicker of goodbye. I love you, but I love myself more. I deserve someone who chooses me every time. The days blurred after that. I crashed on a friend's couch, replaying every missed signal. Mom called nonstop, oblivious or uncaring. When are you coming home again? I miss my boy. I finally snapped, telling her the truth. Her manipulation cost me my marriage. She gasped, feigning shock. I never meant. Sarah's overreacting. No apology, just deflection. Emily sided with her, calling me ungrateful. The family group chat exploded, but I muted it all. Therapy helped unpack the enmeshment, how Mom's codependency had wired me to prioritize her pain over my own happiness. But it was too late for Sarah. We mediated the divorce amicably, no kids or major assets to fight over. She kept the apartment. I took the dog, Max, who whined for her every night. Last week, I saw her at a coffee shop, laughing with a guy, tall, tattooed, looking at her like she hung the moon. It gutted me, but I couldn't blame her. She's skipping on to the next chapter, free and fierce, while I'm left picking up the pieces. If you're reading this, learn from my mess. Boundaries aren't selfish, they're survival. Don't let guilt chains bind you to toxicity. Sarah was my everything, and I lost her because I couldn't cut the strings. Now, I'm rebuilding one therapy session at a time, vowing to never let anyone pull me away from what matters again. But damn, does it hurt.